So Manchester City have not been playing. They've been busy in this transfer window. They've been making some interesting movements, getting the players that they need to be ready for Club World Cup. We can see that the manager feels like he needs to change a lot of things, and we cannot deny from that. We can see it's very, very clear. So I'm curious to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Where were you watching us from? What do you think of the performance? Which City are acting when it comes to transfers? How are they doing their things? How would things look like at the end of the day? We're going to get into those things in this transfer news. It's going to be a small short one. Of course, a lot of things have happened, but I'll keep you updated with whatever that is happening. First of all, Wenger to Manchester City. Here we go. Medicals have been set for Sunday. Then Ray Enyuri to Manchester City. Here we go. Medicals have been set on Saturday. These are two players that when you look at it, they're some of the best. One of the best three we have in Enyuri is moving to Manchester City from Wolves. One of the best players that Liverpool were interested in, but they decided to go from what's his name, Milos Kekas, and in focusing on that, City were able to take advantage of that. Then the Wenger, I'm telling you, I've seen so many Dutch players. That guy is special. That guy will be an amazing replacement for players like Ilkay Gundogan, who work for the team, who makes their movement as a midfield work so well. But before we go anywhere far with these things, do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. That is the best way you support us here at the TFC, people. We are trying to grow as well. Go check out the Football Connect LFC. If you are a Liverpool fan, a lot of things, a lot of content we're putting into that channel. Go check it out. It's really, really important to me. Let's get into the video. So, Wenger to Manchester City. City, if you noticed last season, they were missing a lot of players who are Bernardo Silva and KDB are getting old. KDB has been off to Napoli. Don't be surprised. Silva, maybe after the Club World Cup, could even move. You never know. I'm just putting it out there. Atmosphere. It's the atmosphere. He's a good player, by the way. I'm not saying that he's that. So City needed to recreate that best like what we know with Pep Guardiola. He wants to create a strong team. He wants to work on his team, and that's exactly what he's doing. He released the whole entire backroom staff. A lot of players are going. Two of the coaches of Liverpool, one was a technical analyst, and the other one, of course, was Pep Lenders, are all going to be moving to Manchester City as some of the people under Pep Guardiola in terms of his technical managers. Then also we had Colin Torre could be also on his way to that situation. That is an interesting, a different backstaff from what Pep Guardiola has worked on. He can see that something has changed in the Premier League, and he's trying to find new, exciting guys to talk about football with and come up and create a better tactics. Gonna be interesting. I actually feel, unlike other Liverpool fans who are angry with Pep Linders going to Manchester City. Remember, he said he was never gonna be an assistant to anyone, but he got life, people. Where he was right now at Salzburg, Arabella Salzburg, he caught life. Really, they struck him so fast that he discovered that, okay, maybe I still need to learn some few things. And who is the best in class to teach him right now? I'm actually happy that Pep Guardiola is getting him, because I feel like he will learn. Imagine he has the catalog of club football plus Pep Guardiola. He could become one of those best managers we think he could be. But anyway, let's not get into that. We'll be wasting time talking about all those analyses. This is how Manchester City are moving. Enyuri, right? Enyuri, by the way, it's called Ryan Enyuri, and Ryan Cherki. So City has decided to buy the two Ryans. They're not playing around. Ryan Cherki as well as Renga. Renga's finished a midfielder, a deep one of the most important tacticians. Renga reminds me of more like McAllister to Liverpool. You feel like you don't see how good he is, but he's one of the best box-to-box midfielders who can make the ball move, who can progress the game so well, quietly amazing, by the way, making the game amazing, and you will be excited to watch what he can do. He also reminds me of, on the other side, when you look at it, he also reminds me of, if you look at that Real Madrid team, somebody like, what's his name, this kid who's now wearing number 8. Remind me in the comment section. My brain just went doo and it is quiet, so I'm trying to remember. But he is very, very pivotal to make that midfield function. That tells you that Pep Guardiola could see that the base of his team, the midfield, had died, and is trying to reignite that. He's trying to put more power, more fresh blood players who are ready to run and do anything for the team. I'm telling you, it's going to be exciting to watch. That's for sure. It will be really exciting to watch. So those are the changes that Pep Guardiola is working on tactical wise and movements. And I can't wait to see how that one is going to play that. Like, then of course, Rain Checky trying to replace the creativity of Kevin De Bruyne. He was interested in the Florian Wirtz. Let us not all fool ourselves. The player just rejected them there to go to the next best thing. And in the business, after the French game we just watched, Checky is in the market, by the way. It's going to make some difference. So it's really exciting to see how City is being built and everything that has been worked on. And I cannot wait to see what happens when it comes to this. On the other transfers that are actually happening, it looks like what's his name? Kepa Arrizabalaga could be moving to Arsenal. According to, I think it's called Lucas Badori, he's saying that Arsenal are interested in a potential deal to sign Chelsea's goalkeeper Kepa, and it's going to be interesting to see how that one plays out, like, because we'll be here for it. Let's talk about something that has been making so much noise in the other transfers. Victor Osimhen. What's wrong with the Victor Osimhen people? I don't know. I'm just curious. What's wrong with him? Victor Osimhen was on the potential to move to El Ahly. Right now, we were being told it's about to collapse by Fabrizio Romano because they cannot agree on a deal personal terms. I know the Saudi League throws money at players. Why is he not agreeing? Never know. Galatasaray has entered the race with everything they have and are trying to close the deal. That's what we're being told. Brighton have started talks with Azen Aoki. Marseille have not been contacted yet by the Premier League team. This is what Brighton does. They always get those small little things, those little players that they need. Victor Osimhen would prefer to stay in Galatasaray and play in the Champions League instead of Saudi Arabia. If Galatasaray improve their salary offer, he will return to Turkey. That's what we're being told. Maybe that's what he's working on, and that's what he wants to do. I have no idea. This has been going so much. El Ahly need a player right now because they're going to be participating in the Club World Cup. So they're trying to get some players done as quickly as possible. And Victor Osimhen is just saying, no, not going to happen. No, I'm not interested. Just tell them the truth. You don't want to move there. We move on. Why waste time? They have only few days of the 10 days before they need this quick transfer window closes. 6 more days is a lot. There won't be anything that they do that can take them to the Club World Cup. Get the deal done. On the other rumors, I heard that now maybe in contact with Darwin Núñez already over the situation, because he's also in their list. If they cannot get him, they'll go for Darwin Núñez. It's going to be interesting to see how that one plays out. So, remember I once told you about Crystal Palace and whatever that has been worked on. I'm not really sure yet. I haven't got more information about this, but I will do my due diligence to do some important research and come and give you what's happening with the Crystal Palace. But what I'm being told is that you have rejected offers from Crystal Palace shareholders to put their shares in the blind trust in desperate bid for the club to play in Europe next season. This is because they missed the deadline. There is a little prospect of Textor selling his stake in time now. That's what we're being told by The Guardian. So it seems like this team could be in trouble. They may not participate in the Champions League, something that they really worked so hard to be. And now one of the players is fighting to try to, the shareholders is trying to put some of the shares elsewhere so that this can happen. Also, on the other side, I'm not forgetting, Mbeumo yesterday, Manchester United made their first bid, which was rejected, by the way, by Brentford. Was it about 45 million pounds plus 55, and Brentford are saying no, they're actually interested in that 55 to be the first money, then the add-ons, which could lead to 70 million pounds to get the deal done. They're still negotiating, they're still working on it. On the player side, everything has been agreed. I think it'll be ending around 250k a week. That's what has been happening. The pool of United has been on fire, by the way. Let's find out how that one plays out. Like, those are the most important ones that are really happening right now. The done deals, the ones that are moving. The rest of them, we are still going to be there for them, and we'll talk about them as time it continues. But for now, click the like button, people. Subscribe to the TFC. I'll see you on another one. We're out. Peace. Subscribe to the Connect, and then also go subscribe to the Connect LFC. Out.